This one I'm going to call the fallacy of the knife attacker. And that's this. You know, a lot of people think that knife attack drills are fake that we do in traditional martial arts because they mostly come, you have this one where he stabs down and you just have them going back and forth like this, or they come really wide and it's a real telegraph thing. See if I don't have anything in here that I could use. I'll just take this old piece of paper. Everybody thinks, I'm laying this up. A lot of people lately think that you need to learn how to defend yourself in a knife attack from this guy. The guy who can do all that with the knife, switch it like I just did, and chop down with your screamer strikes. You know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That you need to defend yourself from that guy. And then unless you can defend yourself from that guy, you know, look, here, you know, that you don't know anything or that your training is worthless. Most of us are not going to be attacked by that guy. They're not going to be attacked by this guy who's holding a knife like this, who's some kind of Filipino knife fighting expert. We're going to be attacked, most likely, by this person, by simple knife attack person. Now look at it like this. If you don't know how to defend yourself against the simple knife defenses, you're definitely not going to stand a chance against a knife expert. Most of us are going to be attacked by people who don't know what they're doing. So we should learn how to handle the common attacks first, armed or unarmed. What brought me to this conclusion is from watching security footage. YouTube has a ton of security camera video footage that shows regular self-defense situations. And the last knife situation I saw, it was two people, older guy, younger guy. The older guy was a store owner. To me, he looked like a judoka from the way he was fighting. He got into a struggle with the younger guy. And they got up, and they were tussling like this. Basically, it looked almost like a judo match. And the guy that had the knife, he only did one motion. This one. This one. Let me see. I can't get the camera. This stabbing motion. That's what he did. He didn't do anything else but that stabbing motion. Let me get this picture. He didn't come up behind the guy, had the knife all tucked in here like this, come to him and kick him. It come with like 3 cuts in a second. The camera didn't pick that up, but you know, let me slow it down. He didn't come, block, put him in a joint lock, kick him, cut him with 3 cuts like that. No. They got into a tussle. He realized he was losing, so he pulls out his knife and he just starts stabbing at the guy like this. Then, and what make it so bad, the judoka was managed to stiff. I'm calling him the judoka. He managed to stiff arm the knife out, and the guy got poked. It didn't even penetrate deep. So I was like, you know, what are we doing? Now I said in a previous video I did, you know, I gone over the prison shank situation in one of the Q show meetups I did. We went over that, and yes, you know, the guy that runs that study group is he's also he has training in knife and stick fighting. So I thought that was, you know, good. My fear is what I call the prison stab. I think they call it the sewing machine. That one. That's not even all that much training, but that's still not the, you know, he's going all like that with the knife and everything. I could see going from common common, regular gross motor knife defenses. Then work your way up to sewing machine. And then eventually work your way up to he's super duper knife expert and he can come at angles and do a backflip and still throw the knife while he's looking away from you and stabbing you, that guy. But that's not who's going to attack you most often. Most of us who aren't going to jail, we're not even going to deal with sewing machine person. We're going to deal with probably this. Let me do it with the left hand. This type of stab. Probably this one. Most likely this one. Or somebody just grabs a knife and just starts swinging wild like this. Simple, gross motor attacks. So can we, not that you should ignore the advanced knife fighter completely, but can we just take a breath and realize that the odds of you getting into it with this guy are significantly a lot less than you getting into it with this guy. Train accordingly and stop acting like the little baby steps that we have to take first in our training don't mean anything. Because after all, and no matter what field you're doing, what good are your advanced concepts if you still don't know your basics? Peace.